Hi, welcome to Engelgeist. My name is Dan, and this is my channel. Thank you for tuning in. This is the September 2019 predictive Tarotscope for the sign of Taurus in either your sun, moon, rising, or possibly your Venus if any love shows up. Now, I shuffled earlier and had started the video, and of course I got a phone call in the middle of the video. So unfortunately, I know what your first three cards are, and I still have your shuffle fresh here on the table, so I won't be shuffling the cards. I'm gonna start over again and hope that nobody calls me during this video because you guys were having an awesome reading. So if you are a Taurus, or you have your sun, your moon, or your rising, or your Venus is in Taurus, I would take the time to watch this video because there were some really beautiful cards that were coming up, and then somebody decided to call in the middle of it, and I lost the video. So I'm going to start over again. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and bear with me as we go. So this center spot here is the sort of the theme for the month of September for you guys, where you guys are kind of going to be grounded at, or at most of the time during this month. You have the Ace of Crystals, which is brilliance. And what I said earlier is that this feels like brilliant thought. Crystals deals with the mind. This feels like brilliant thought exploding forth in the month of September for the Taurians. It definitely feels like there's opportunity here for a lot of different avenues to be taken, a lot of different opportunities. I feel like the hard part or the downside to this card, not that there really is a downside, but I feel like you guys, some of you might have what I was saying earlier when I was shooting the video originally, is some of you Taurians might have a hard time choosing what path to take, because every idea might feel so good or so brilliant. There's also going to be a lot of sort of attraction to you this month. I did, I should mention too, in your shuffle, you guys did have a little bit of heaviness in the shuffle, a little bit of resistance. It didn't feel too bad, but nothing that you guys can't sort of work your way through to get your goals accomplished in the month of September, but it didn't feel as light or as airy as Aries did. So I do want to make mention of that. But so your card kicking off, or where you're going to be at, is in this place of really shining and really being all of this sparkling crystal here, being explosive with ideas, feeling like the energy is kinetic, things coming together, things really sort of coming out of nowhere and feeling inspired in the month of September. The thing that I think, like I said, might be a hard thing for the Taurians is this is a mind card, which has to do with sort of like the mental realm, which moves a little bit faster than, say, I think a Taurus prefers to move, if that makes sense. Like, you guys are ruled by Earth. I feel like you move at a more slower pace. You're more methodical. This is going to be a little bit of energy that vibrates a little bit faster, a little bit higher, it moves a little bit quicker. That might be the drag or the heaviness I was feeling in the cards, is that you guys might want to resist that a little bit and sort of slow that pace down. But you will be inspired by the thought that you have, and you might be questioning which route to take, okay? Now, the next card is your foundation card. This card tells me a little bit about the past as to why things are the way that they are. It gives me a little insight into sort of what opened the door for this card and all the rest of the cards to come into play today, or for the month of September. So, this card is the Nine of Wands, which is integrity. This is a beautiful card. Wands deals with the spirit. And for me to see this in your guys' cards with this brilliance here says to me that there was this period maybe in the recent past where you guys have had to walk the road by yourself. You've had to sort of maybe, I don't know, stand in your own belief system, in your own integrity, and stand for it, and it felt fairly lonely. It felt fairly like it took some strength on your part to be able to stay true to what you knew to be true. And I feel like because of that, there might have been some sadness. Like, I feel a little bit of sadness to this card, a little bit of loneliness to this card. But the month of September feels the opposite. It feels like you guys are sort of exploding forth. And part of that is because you took this time here, Wands deals with this spirit. It feels like because you took this time and you were true to yourself and you held this integrity and you sort of sought this out, this strength, and found this strength within yourself, almost like, let's say, spiritually, it's brought about this opportunity now for you to sort of come forth with this brilliant thought. and with these ideas, and really be noticed. People that maybe didn't necessarily understand why you did what you did in the past, for what reasons, are going to start to appreciate and see the beauty that actually exists in this card too, even though they weren't able to appreciate it in the moment, if that makes sense. Does that? Yeah, I hope that makes sense for some of you. It makes sense to me. Like, I understand as I look at these two cards, it feels like there was a period of time in the past where you weren't being honored for what you believed in, and you stayed true to yourself and maybe had to go it alone. And because of that, you went through some hard times. Some of you went through some like lonelier times, and had to stand on your own and be strong on your own. But because of that, it's really brought you to this place to really trust yourself, your thought, and see your beauty. And others will begin to see it too in the month of September. The next card, this is your higher self or spirit card. This is what your soul is working on in the month of September. And this is the Seven of Worlds, which is breakthrough. Now, what I was saying when I was originally filming this is that what I like about this is that this card from the past feels more blue-toned and cooler. And this card here feels more in line with the Brilliance card that we have going on in September, right? Where we've got all of these reds, oranges, and purples. And here we've got a lot of reds and oranges going on too. And the Worlds deals with finances, things of that nature, things of the material plane, like relationships, finances, jobs, career, money, friendships, that sort of thing. So this is breakthrough. Your spirit to me says that it's wanting to have this opportunity to sort of really explode forth. And we have this explosion also being sort of mimicked here in this volcano and this horse moving forward, which we know that Utaurians are sexy bulls, right? But a horse is very much similar to a bull in that way. It's a very powerful animal. And to me, it feels like you guys are, on a spiritual level, really wanting to explode forth now. This period in the past where you were maybe on your own and by yourself a little bit, and being in this sort of more introspective or deeper, I don't know if it was lonelier, but it felt lonelier place, has brought you to this place where you're now ready to come forward and really inspire not only yourself but others, right? So I feel like this is what your spirit is working on, and this is some of this brilliance in these thoughts or these ideas that might be coming this month of September. Pay close attention to them, because I think that they are coming from spirit, from your own higher self, and they could be very, how do I want to say this? Like, they could bring about quite a bit of abundance for you if you pay attention to them, and you use that like sort of grounded Taurus energy to like pick the right path or the right choice and go down it in the way with the integrity that you have, that you carry with you from the past. You will be able to sort of manifest some really beautiful, wonderful things in the month of September. Now, these next two cards are what I call the outside influences. They are sometimes people, places, sometimes events or energies, belief systems that are affecting us that aren't necessarily of us, but they're around us. So one is the Woman of Cups, which is Rejoicer. So this says to me that there is definitely, for some of you, this may be an actual female. This might be a couple of females. They're supporting you through whatever it is that you're going through right now. I feel like this could also be, on a more personal level, this could be our own, what we've been taught and how we've been taught to deal with our emotions, how we've been taught to either embrace them and use them. And I think that there's some of you that are watching this that have been taught very well about your emotional selves. That's part of this integrity card. There's some sort of connection here. I can feel it for some of you. Some of you were raised right by women, or raised right in a way where you aren't afraid of your emotions, and you've been able to be true to yourself. And because of that, you've been true to yourself. This breakthrough is about to happen. You're about to bring forth all of this brilliance and all of this wonderful thought. Now, there's others of you where this card has a different meaning, where you're supported by these women around you. This is like the Queen of Cups in a normal tarot deck. This is about being emotionally supported by feminine energy in a way that really brings you joy. Seek that out in the month of September. If you have good girlfriends or you have good women in your life that really connect with you on an emotional level and bring you support and love, get with them, follow them, allow them to be around you, because they're going to help to sort of not necessarily bring this brilliance out of you, but they will support you and they will see it, and their emotions will help to sort of keep you in this space, in this focus of breaking through and really bringing this stuff to the surface in the month of September. The other card that is the outside influence, shit, Taurus, you guys, is the 10 of Worlds. So this is the reward card. This is full on abundance. Like, look at, we got double Jupiter here. We've got a rainbow. We've got money, food, ice cream, all of these things. There's even a little bit of love down here in the corner of this card. This says to me that the universe wants to give you some shit, bitch. Like, and I mean that in a good way. This integrity card, whatever you guys went through in the past, wherever you guys stood on your own and stood in your own true spiritual integrity and you did the right thing, or you maybe lost some popularity, but you stayed true to yourself, you're getting paid off in the month of September. I feel like there is this opportunity here that the universe wants to give you the reward that you deserve. And this 7 of Worlds, this breakthrough that you're trying to have on a spiritual level, your own spirit is trying to break you through so that you're ready for this reward. And those thoughts, this brilliance is going to be where you're at in the month of September. Think brilliantly. Stay focused and grounded in brilliant thought. Keep your thoughts positive. Stay around people that are emotionally uplifting and coming from a place of joy and not bogged down in their own bullshit. And you are going to find that the universe is going to give you reward like you don't, like you've never known. Does that make sense? Like, it just feels like very good things are going to come to the Taurians this month. Now, this final card is like sort of the overall outcome of the month of September. It gives me a brief overview of where Taurus is going to be at by month's end. And it's not necessarily set in stone. It's a potential outcome. We can use, free will, and we can use choice to affect changes. So if this is a negative card, we can kind of be aware of it and use it as a warning to sort of move ourselves, in a different direction. So the card that we have here, interesting, is the Child of Cups, which is Feeler. I like this card. Again, we've got reds and oranges going on in it. We've also got the same sort of color palette here. But to me, this feels like Taurians are going to get to have their feelings a little bit this month, or by month's end. They're going to get to explore some of, first comes like maybe staying in brilliant thought and thinking really positively. By month's end, they're going to get to also be sort of able to experience the sort of the positive feelings that come with the positive thoughts of creation that you guys are going to be dealing with in the month of September. I also find it interesting that if some of you are focused or supported by women, this Woman of Cups card, she's sort of like teaching you a little bit this month about how to have your feelings and how your feelings work for you. So some of you be aware of who this Woman of Cups may be for you. And it might be a couple of women. There's a few different females in this card. It doesn't have to be specifically one, but whatever this feminine energy is, even it could be a male that's very much in touch with his emotions, right? But whoever this person or this energy is for you, I would definitely focus on it and learn from it, because by month's end, you're going to be in your feelings a little bit. It's going to feel good. It's not always perfect all the time, but with this Brilliance card as sort of like where you're resonating at throughout the majority of the month of September, this says to me that you're going to get to have your sort of enthusiastic feelings and fun time, and really understand how to learn from your feelings. How do I want to put this? Like, because you're having such brilliant thought in the month of September, your feelings are going to, by the month's end, you're going to learn how your feelings are your teachers. Like that your feelings can teach you also. By keeping a positive mindset and a strong mind, which you guys can do, and by using this brilliant thought, it's going to bring about feelings that are going to be so joyous and enthusiastic that you're going to be able to play in them like a child and really use them to your advantage and be around people that support you in that. When I overlook all of this as a whole, it feels to me like in summary, what I want to say is you guys have been true to yourself, and because of that, you're in a place where you feel a lot. It maybe wasn't easy, right? But you feel a lot better now. And from that better feeling and from that better thinking place, which is this brilliance card, which is going to happen in the month of September, as you trust those thoughts and you bring them forward and you live from them and in them, you're going to have a breakthrough, and you're going to find yourself being supported by people that love you, or you're going to tap into your own emotional support that you were taught from an early age, from like a feminine presence that is going to assist you in sort of allowing the universe to bring in sort of some material gifts that you deserve, that you need, that you want. You don't necessarily need them, let's say that. This is more like abundance to me. So this is like about just having it just because it feels good, because it feels right, because it's lovely, and because you guys somewhere back in your past, you were very true to yourself, and the spiritual integrity that you kept, whatever sacrifices you've made, you've set yourself up to deserve the reward you're about to receive in the month of September. And trust your feelings. And by the end of it, you guys have fun with it. Play in it. Be like a child and enjoy every single aspect of it. It's funny, this card showed up for Aries when I just did Aries, but it was in a totally different position and it had a totally different meaning. And to me, it feels like for you guys, this is more about play and enjoying the month of September. By the month's end, you guys will be feeling really good and joyful and like a child, almost giggling. I like hear like that giddy kind of giggling excitement. So I'm so sorry that you guys didn't get to hear the shuffle and all of that because somebody called in, but this is your reading for the month of September 2019. I hope you enjoyed it. I do love my Taurians. You guys are wonderfully grounded people, and I can tell from this reading that those of you that are my viewers that are out there, some of you have been doing a lot of good work leading up to this month of September, and whatever that good work is, and whatever that integrity is that you guys have been living true to and staying strong in, it's about to bring forth some wonderful, wonderful stuff for you guys, much deserved. So please, if you liked the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, share it wherever you can. Help me get myself out there. I love doing this, and I would really love to have other people see it and hopefully have them enjoy it too. And tune in. You can watch my picker cards, my charming videos on the channel. You can join my Facebook group. You can track me down. Stalk me all you want. I love a good Taurian stalking, and I will see you guys for the mid-months and for the picker cards and everything else that comes in the month ahead. All right? And check back in and let me know how your month goes, because I'm interested to know, because this looks like a really good month for you guys. All right? Have a great day, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.